And go.
Hi everyone. My name is Kate, and I am here from the fandom with Nat and Ellie, and we're here for the fourth Fandom Feels Book Club. Welcome. Um, this month we are talking about Paper Towns by John Green. Most people, if you don't know John Green from anything else, know The Fault in Our Stars. You should know all of his books because they're all great, just my opinion. But we're going to be talking about Paper Towns because it is going to be a movie come July 24th. And from the trailers and the previews we've seen so far, it's very exciting. If you're joining us, you can follow along on Twitter with the hashtag FandomFeels. So, Nat, Ellie, say hi.
Hello.
Hi, sorry I was muted because my puppy was barking up a storm. There he goes again.
And there he goes.
That's okay. We love him anyway. He just misses his mama. So, all right. Let's start with Paper Towns. Where in your John Green anthology, because I know we've all read lots of his books, where in his collection did you read Paper Towns? Do you know?
Where, like, physically where?
No, like, it was the second John Green book I read.
It was 3 for me.
2.
Yeah, I read Looking for Alaska first, and then I had read Towns.
Now, it was either 3 or 4, I'm not sure. I know I read Fault in Our Stars first, and then Looking for Alaska, and then I'm not sure if I read Paper Towns or Abundance of Catherine's next.
Mm-hmm.
But it was 3 or 4.
Okay, and in your ranking of John Green books, where would you say this one falls?
3.
I think this is 2 for me.
It's my second because I've only read 2 of his books.
You only read 2 of his books?
That's why?
Yes.
So,
okay, that's okay. We can still be friends.
I'm like, I don't know if I want to go any further than that, but yeah, so I've only read 2.
Okay, fair enough. I'll let you have it.
That's why I think it's 3rd. That's why I think it was the 3rd book I read, because I think I remember liking each book a little bit less than the one before it. But maybe not. I don't know.
It might have been the second book I read, but it might have been even. I'm trying to remember the order, but I'm pretty sure it was the second one I read, and I thought that it was really great. And there are, as with all authors, you get mixed results, but I really love this novel. I think there's a certain, like, sweetness to it and a certain honesty to it.
Mhm.
So, I'm excited about this one. All right. So, in this book, we have Quentin. And Quentin is obsessed with Margot, who is his neighbor from childhood. Did either of you ever have, like, a childhood friend or a friend in school, even when you were older, that you were always kind of like, thought they were dreamy? No.
I'm like, that's
Didn't everyone? Not for as long.
I had a list. Like this?
I don't think there was ever like a 10-year span. I think in his she moved next door when they were literally, children, or I can't remember in the books if she moved next door or if they just grew up together their entire life. That might have been
next door.
But it was still for like at least a decade. So they'd known each other forever, and he was obsessed with her forever. And
just a little creepy. Just a little.
What? No, that's not creepy because he wasn't like
creepy.
it wasn't like he was like looking through her window and stuff like that. If
As
anything,
far as
he's a
we
creeper because
know.
she's the one who crawled into his window.
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
what get exciting because up until that point, he's just kind of pining, and it's like, okay, there's this girl, and you like her, and everyone else likes her.
They were friends when they were little, weren't they?
Yes, they were,
Yeah.
but then as they hit those like preteen years where everyone
Right.
starts getting really cliquey, they stopped hanging out.
Right.
She stopped hanging out with him.
She got too cool for him, guys.
Exactly.
Well, she chose a winner group of friends.
Yeah, exactly. She chooses a real group of winners from the sound of it. But then again, when you consider all sides of the coin, people might say the same thing about Quentin and his friends because they are just. I know, because we're all massively nerdy, and so those are our people, and we're all at least laughing, and it's muted and it's hilarious because all you see is their head going.
Yeah.
All right, I'm done imitating you. But at the same time, not because they're not the cool kids, but he even talks about, and it's one thing that I love in this novel, he says that his friend Ben is kind of a jerk. He's not a very eloquent guy. He kind of talks to people brashly, and he doesn't always come off the best, and he's not good at sympathizing with others. But he said, but you know what? He's still my friend, and I understand that some people have their flaws. Ben's always going to be kind of a jerk, but I know that deep down he's also a great person. So, they both have their crews. Crews don't always get along. But
Yeah.
so they're separate. And then we have this night of adventure. So what was your favorite part of Quentin and Margot running around town causing chaos?
Unfortunately, it's not. It's not going to be in the movie. Oddly enough.
SeaWorld.
Yeah. That's actually one of my favorite scenes between them. I mean, I know it doesn't. There's nothing that they do there, but the fact that they go in there, maybe because I live in San Diego and there's a SeaWorld here, so I'm like, yay, SeaWorld. Um, you know, I like that idea. Like, I mean, I guess I don't like the idea of them breaking in. I shouldn't recommend that. But that, like, they were so cool about it too when the security guy came by and he was like, "Oh, okay," like whatever. You guys are here. Just don't make a mess, or I don't know. And it was just, it's just one of the many things that I guess is memorable about that night. But that was one of them. I'm sure there's others that everybody likes, especially the pranks stuff.
Yes, I really like some of the pranks, but are you okay with the idea of the SeaWorld thing being cut? Like, it's one of those things, it would have been cool to see it, but like you said, nothing really happens once they're there, and I understand why they did cut it because there is some controversy. Like, I have no say on the controversy, but if you're gonna have like this fun, like, family, young adult oriented movie, and people are gonna be outside protesting because of Future SeaWorld, is it even worth it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not like totally disappointed. I'm not like super bummed that it's not there. I mean, it does happen where certain scenes are not going to be in a movie, that you like in a book, you know. But yeah, definitely would have been cool to kind of see that, you know. But it is what it is, and can't do anything about that. So I don't know if SeaWorld would have let them film anyway.
That's true.
But I mean, if anything, they could have used. I mean, they could have used, I guess, a zoo if they wanted to, try and, make some kind of similarity to that scene.
I think the only thing I really, really like from that scene is as they're actually trying to get into SeaWorld, and she gets bitten by the snake, and he goes and like sucks on her leg thing. Venom. And fun fact, kids, if you are bitten by a poisonous snake, having somebody suck on your leg is not going to save your life.
Yeah, they say that's like the worst thing to do.
Yeah, and I think I'm fairly certain, I can't remember for sure, that she points that out to him after the fact. She's basically like, that was a garden snake, and even if it wasn't, you just did nothing.
That would have worked in the zoo, I guess. But oh well, it is what it is again. I mean, I guess because it was in Orlando, there's not really there's not really a zoo there. Um,
Well, why do you need a zoo when you have Disney's Animal Kingdom? I mean, come on.
that is true. And let's think about that. Would Disney allow that? Most likely not.
No, because
Now I want to go to Disney World. This isn't fair.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
Dobby, do you want to go to Disney World?
yes, everybody say hi to Dobby because, oh my god, is he cute.
As long as he's not barking.
Well, that's why I brought him over, because if I'm holding him, he's usually pretty good until he jumps out of my arms and runs around, because he's not allowed in this part of my apartment. Because there are a whole bunch of books behind me that he's going to try to eat. Yes.
All right, so getting back to Paper Towns, Ellie, what was your favorite part of the misadventure for, Quentin and Margot's big night out?
I was going to say SeaWorld too. Let me try to think of something else, though.
You can say SeaWorld. It's okay if you say SeaWorld. You know what I'm going to say? When they take the Nair up to his childhood Billy's room and they take off his eyebrow, just one eyebrow, because then he has to make the decision between shaving both of them
Yes!
around with one eyebrow. And apparently the next day he finds out that he chooses to go around with only the one eyebrow until the other goes back in.
You know what that reminds me of? And it's so off topic, but it just reminds me of the Friends episode in which Joey tries and gets his one eyebrow, or he tries to get them both waxed, but he only got through one.
Mm-hmm.
And then Chandler had to draw in the eyebrow to make it look fine.
Yeah.
But anyway.
No, but that's great because I think it's kind of cool to see that in the midst of all of her planning, and obviously she did a lot of it, she knew she was going to take him along, and so she thought of some way to make it important for him to, even if he was reluctant about it. All right, and then of course, we'll get to the next day, and Margot is gone. Was anyone kind of surprised by how, it's not that her parents didn't care, but they were like, oh, she's always been rebellious. She's always been the type who seemed like she would run away. We knew she'd go. What can we do?
Well, I think part of it was the fact, she's done this before, right? But not for as long. So
she's, disappeared for a night, but, you know, when she's gone for, 3 weeks, they're still like, oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she didn't have great parents, I will say that much. I mean, there's a reason she was willing to run away so easily.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yes, I was surprised just because that's a complete 180 from any experience I've ever had personally.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, it seemed like they brought up a lot in the novel that Margot had a little sister who the parents were much more concentrated on because essentially she was less trouble to deal with. And as sad as that is, I feel like that's actually a pretty realistic element that you notice in a lot of families when one child's kind of troubled, they focus on the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Dalby's dancing. I liked it. And then, of course, we start finding all the clues, and they turn to this big thing for Quentin because part of him thinks that she might be dead and that he's gonna find her body somewhere. Like, this is where it's all leading. Did you guys actually subscribe to that theory at all while you were reading it?
Yes. Yes.
No,
I was terrified.
I guess that maybe I was because basically I think of worst case scenario in a lot of things. So that whole idea that Quentin's thinking that makes sense to me. I'd be all yeah, I would totally think the same thing. Like, oh my gosh, what happened? She
Well,
ran away. Oh no, she's dead.
okay, so
Or she's murdered.
for me, yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the third John Green book I read. And if you think about the first two I read, I was like, oh my god, she's totally dead. Like, totally dead. Like, no question. Gone. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my ranking because I think this one was my third because I totally forgot about looking for Alaska. But at the same time, yeah, it seems like the books in which he kills off characters horrifically tend to be the best. But then again,
Right.
I don't want that to be like some cliche where somebody always dies in a John Green book, you know.
Right, which is what I thought it was, which is why I was positive she was dead.
Well, there's one specific town, no, not town, one specific part where she says something about the paper towns, and he goes to that abandoned development, and he brings Ben and Radar with him, and he has them wait because there's this one specific really big tree, and he's convinced that he's going to go in there and find her dead body next to it.
Yeah.
I lost it during that scene.
Oh my god, me too. And then when he found her alive, I was like thrown off. I'm like, wait, what? Like, wait, people live in John Green books? What?
But of course, you hit that dead end for a point because he finds the mall, and she's really trying to like gift that to him because that was her nice little private spot. And he becomes obsessed with finding another clue in the mall, but there is no other clue. And so, were you guys okay with how like weirdly obsessed with it he got? That was the one thing.
I mean, that part I was fine with. Like, just because if somebody you care about goes missing, you're gonna be obsessed with finding them. That's not surprising to me at all. Especially, like, you don't know if they're even alive or not.
Yeah. I suppose, but I think it's weird because they weren't very close friends. You know, in the later times.
I don't know.
But she like kind of entrusted him in her final days in town.
Mm-hmm. Her final night.
Her final night.
I think it was a little obsessive because I mean he found that one clue, but it took him a long time to find, I guess, what the second clue or whatever, and I don't know if I'd have been so insistent. I mean, there was that point too when, you know, he was at that empty building, and you know, Ben was trying to call him, you know, like, hey, get to the party and whatnot, and he's just sitting there, and it's like, that's a little too much, dude.
He skipped his prom.
Yeah.
He got like all dressed up for prom, told his parents he was going, and hung out in the abandoned mall all night.
So to me, that was kind of a little bit overboard, I guess, and almost somewhat depressing. Like, you know, what would happen if he actually didn't ever find Margot? You know?
Yeah. His life would be searching and depression and crazy.
Unhealthy, basically.
I mean, it is essentially because he thinks she's dead, so he's really convinced himself of that in his mind, so he's like obsessing over it and getting himself very upset. and you feel bad, but at the same time, it's like, dude, your friends who have been your friends for years are right over there, and they're trying to talk to you, and you're acting like they no longer exist.
Yeah.
Maybe cool it just a little.
just a tad.
And because you brought up that party, I have to say, this story has one of my favorite, like little character details I caught him put in there with Radar and his parents and their collection of Black Santas.
Oh my god.
Just of all the things to be like, what's going to be unique about this character? His house is just going to be filled with thousands of Black Santas. Like,
Do you hear?
I think that's like one of my favorite lines is when Radar is like talking about his parents and their Black Santas. It's so funny.
I'm the biggest collector of Black Santas in the world.
And that's being included in the movie.
Yeah, because
yes,
that was
it
one of the
is.
first things that kept getting posted on the internet, and I loved it. Like, we weren't seeing the cast yet or anything, but it was just constant pictures of Black Santas.
Black Santas.
Yes.
I love them. I can't wait to see what that set looks like on screen. I think I'm going to die laughing, and it's going to be amazing. And I love that the whole reason they have that party is because his parents were like the second biggest collector in the country, and the first biggest collector in the country died. So they went to go to an auction of his estate.
Oh my goodness.
Like, just the little details like that. It's so great. And then, of course, we get the road trip, which, can I just say, thank goodness for Wikipedia. You know, people say it lives, but clearly it saves the day because...
It wasn't Wikipedia, though.
Well, yeah, it's not...
It was his own invention.
It wasn't
It was
Wikipedia.
his own site.
But it was inspired. They can't use it. I guess.
But it was Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
It wasn't Wikipedia, but it was Wikipedia.
It's called in the book, but thank goodness for book version of Wikipedia.
What's it called in the book? Oh, Rotter.
Thing?
I don't remember.
Radarpedia? Radar.
Something like that.
I should know this because it's not like an interesting book, but I can't remember. But I know it was the book version of Wikipedia. And she just happened to update the page on Paper Towns that he was researching. And then this wild chase ensues. Another thing, they all skip graduation to do this. Do you think that is realistic? Well, there's like that they all like skip graduation and go.
Totally not, but it was fun.
It was.
That was a great road trip.
What's your favorite part of the whole road trip sequence?
The gas station.
Yeah, when they were like racing to get the stuff that they needed in like what was it, a minute and I forget. They had a time frame.
Yeah, I think it was like 2 minutes, maybe. I don't know.
And they were assigning certain things to get for everybody, and then they get a shirt for Radar. And that shirt was, what was it? It was the flag shirt. And he's like, "Are you serious?"
Oh, the Confederate flag.
Yes. And I was like, oh, I think I cracked up the most at that point when they got him that flag shirt.
Yeah, I think besides that, and I know this is like a gross detail, but for some reason it amused the hell out of me that John Green talked a lot about how the characters had this blue energy drink that he made up called Bluefin, and that they'd drink all that, and because they weren't stopping so much, they'd pee into the bottle, and if there was any left, they'd essentially have this bottle with green pee in it.
Wasn't it Ben that kept on having to pee all the time?
Yeah, I think so. And every time they stopped, Lacey was the one who like had the stopwatch, essentially, was going, okay, we have 2 minutes to go. And
yes.
And I also love, because you don't even think about it so much through the movie, but when he gets the minivan and they have the whole gag about, oh, well, what are you going to name it? What are you going to name it? And then they hit the cow, or they spin around the car and spin out. And almost
Yeah.
immediately, Quentin says, okay, this van is named the Dreidel because it spins so well. Like, that was one of those
That's
moments.
right.
Like, yes, yes.
Oh my goodness.
All right. What do you think about the ending? Maybe we're getting there a little prematurely, but I want to talk about it because I think it's somewhat controversial for some people, but I'm
Omnictionary.
omnictionary.
There you
Yes.
go.
20 minutes later.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Ending.
Yes. When they have that confrontation between Quentin and Margot, and she's kind of like, you came here to get me, but I don't want to be gotten.
I
What do you
mean, it was a John Green ending. What can you say? Like,
And I'll tell you this much. This is why I've only read 2 of his books.
the endings.
of this
Pretty
one
much.
book or of both?
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
like
this one book.
like I said, like this is a John Green ending. It's like it's like realistic to a fault.
And I think I do like it because essentially what this book is about at its core, like the really deep theme in there, is that people aren't always what you want them to be. Like,
Right.
Quentin thinks that this girl is a dream girl and that she's perfect in every way and that he can win her over and they'll be happily ever after. And you kind of see through, even through, like, Lacey's her friend, and Lacey's like, look, she's messed up. You know, she's not as perfect as you think. She does a lot. She has done a lot of things that I'm not proud of as her friend. She has her faults, even though I love her. And so you kind of see peel back the layers of he thinks she's perfect, and she's really not. Like, not saying she's a bad person, but she's not this perfect girl, and he expects that he's going to get there, and she is just going to jump into his arms. And that's not the way it works. So, and I liked it, but I wish they had, like, had some sort of, oh, well, we'll stay in touch or something, where it wasn't even that. It was just,
Had
like, okay,
had what?
that they decided to, like, stay in touch. Like, they shared contact information or something, or, like...
I mean, they kissed. She didn't have contact information.
I know she lived in a barn
But she is, I would
by the
assume,
river.
and be like,
But like,
someday when you have a cell phone, call me.
I don't know. Like, so she was still getting in touch with her sister.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Did she ever talk to him again or no? That I guess not that we know of.
Not
Yeah,
that
I'm
we
like,
know, but
it ends there. That's the
the novel
problem.
essentially ends with that scene. It ends with them, like, getting home. So it's not like, oh, 3 years later.
Right. And she just promised that she would talk to her sister more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know.
And so I do like
Green.
it on the point that it's like, things aren't always going to turn out the way you expect them to.
Mhm.
And I know...
Right.
Is that,
Like I said, realistic to a fault.
is that what you kind of had a problem with, Nat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, put it bluntly, I'm like, I want, I like closure in a book for the most part. I mean, I actually didn't mind The Fault in Our Stars the way it ended because to me that felt like closure.
And I would say all of his other books have closures. He actually has books that have what I would consider like happily ever after.
Did you read Looking for Alaska?
It's closure in its own sense.
See,
We'll argue that
you're
one.
already telling me I shouldn't read the book. So
No. It's an amazing book. It is
an
absolutely
incredible book.
amazing.
I'm sure it is, but if the ending isn't, then I'm like,
It's not like, and I hate to use this example because I love Lauren Oliver, but none of his books are like the ending of Requiem, where it literally like just ends in the middle of the story.
I love the ending of Requiem. We are not having this conversation again.
We are not. We're not. You're right. We're not. All right.
I honestly don't even remember how Abundance of Catherine's ends.
Abundance of Catherine's actually like quite the happily ever after in the end, but it's very cute.
I thought so, yeah. That one makes sense.
but we're not talking about that.
No, we're not.
Will Grayson, which is the one he did with
I haven't
Leviathan. It also has
one
a
yet.
distinct, very good ending. And that's a great book that I'd love to see be made into a movie that I feel like Hollywood is dreaming about, but they should be. But anyway.
This has been on my to-read list for about 2 years, but I haven't gotten to it yet.
You're just swimming it by the screen.
I know. Why are you dancing it around?
Because I have it. I get excited when I have books we're talking about.
All right. So let's talk. Let's see. We've seen the trailer now. Have you guys watched the trailer?
Of course, multiple times.
Think of like that, and how did it relate to what you thought the adaptation was going to be like? Did it meet up? What do you think?
I was just very happy to see them jumping in and out of the car at the gas station. That made my day.
As long as you get that.
Yes.
And the van spinning.
Yes, we do see the van spinning. We see them singing along to a song, and I don't think you actually hear what song it is in the trailer, but I remember John Green saying it was Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Like, in the books it's the Mountain Goats, but I think they wanted something that was a little more pop culture.
And then I think they just released a video, right? Yeah, last night.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, which I haven't seen, but
Wait, Taylor Swift?
yeah, at the Blockbuster Music Awards or something.
Yes,
she
did.
A song or video, and it had her and
Star-studded music video.
What?
There are stars all over that music video.
Oh, I didn't even watch it.
She cast 15 of her friends in it just to like show up and do cameos. But anyhow,
back on topic.
I'd say the only big change I noticed is that Angela is now part of the road trip where she wasn't in the books, which I'm totally cool with. I think that's great. I am all for expanding that role because I thought Angela was really cute in the book.
And she was kind of like an afterthought in the books, wasn't she?
Well, she was like Radar's girlfriend, but they were awkward. Yeah. So she didn't really know Margot, so she wasn't involved. But I think they're gonna make her and Radar a little like, well, they were close in the books, but I think they're gonna make them so it's more typical high school relationship where they're kind of stuck to each other.
But yeah, I was gonna say it kind of makes sense though, more so that she's there with them because he's there. But
don't they also leave like at prom?
What?
Huh? I think it's prom. Oh yeah, because they show them at prom. So they go to prom in this one, and I think they leave from their prom instead of leaving.
I think that's what happened in the book too, isn't it? Where they were at prom, Quentin wasn't, and then figured something out and like went to get them from prom. Or am I making this up?
It was from graduation. In the book. they were at graduation. They were all there in like their caps and gowns, and before the
Yeah, because remember,
like
they weren't supposed to
Yeah,
wear
yes,
pants.
yes. Yes, I remember. That's what the shirt. Okay, I got it. I got it now.
Yeah. I mean, Ben, I guess it was the prom that they went to an after party thing, and that's where Ben got wasted and stuff and
Right,
all
right.
that.
I'm going to be right back, guys, because my computer is about to die and my charger isn't working properly, so it's going to probably take me 20 minutes to finagle this. Uno momento.
Okay, let's entertain ourselves. Hi, Ellie.
You. Say hi to Dobby. Dobby.
Okay, well, while Kate's gone, we should just go ahead and talk about next month. Next month's Fandom
Oh,
Feels Hangout
wait.
is going to be.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Next month's Fandom Feels Hangout is on June 15th, the third Monday of June of each month as we have it. And we will be discussing what? Da, 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 da. Okay. An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. If you haven't read it yet, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It is an excellent book. And it was just announced today we just announced today that Penguin approved the sequel, or will be publishing the sequel to it because it deserves a sequel.
Needs a sequel.
It needs a sequel. But yes, so for next month, we are going to go over An Ember in the Ashes. So definitely start reading that book.
Were we gonna talk about the previous month, the next month too, for a specific reason?
I'm back, and we are. We are also going to talk about the book for July because it is part of a series. It's the latest book in a series, and we want to give you time in case you haven't read the series and you want to catch up. So July 20th, we are going to be reading The Air by Kira Cass.
It's so
It
pretty.
is technically the fourth book in the selection series, and you do want to read the three prior to that
Oh
in
yeah.
order to get it. But I suppose you wouldn't have to. But if you want to catch up, you should definitely
Yeah,
do
I mean, because I think she wrote it in the idea that if you didn't get a chance to read it, you don't have to read the selection series. But it does give some background information in regards to The Air. So,
They're so pretty.
oh my gosh. Okay. So anyway,
So maybe we're at the point now, do we want to do some games?
sure.
Uh-oh, I'm scared.
Assuming I'm still, oh yes.
I'm so excited.
So what I'm doing right now, in case you're wondering and laughing at me, people of the internet, my charger on my phone is, not on my phone, on my computer is broken. And if it's not at a very specific angle, it won't charge. And so it's me trying not to move because the second I do, the charger slips and it stops charging and my computer dies. So that's
Oh
the
my
game we're
gosh.
playing right now. But on top of that, let's play another game.
Okay, I have two different games, so you guys
Dobby,
get to
what's
decide. So you'll decide which one you want to do first. We'll try and do this fast. You get to decide. Should we do one that guess the book cover or who said it? It's a quotes game. So you can either guess a book cover or you can guess who said it.
I'm going to be bad at both of these.
But
Guess the book cover because I feel like I'd be better at that.
all right, so we're gonna go ahead and do the guess the book cover then, and basically it's just I picked a portion of the book. So you get to figure out.
And you're just going to throw it up on the share screen?
I'm gonna actually throw it up on Twitter. So do you guys have your Twitter open?
Oh, no, I don't. Hang on. I need to put Dobby down. Wait, give me 2 seconds.
All right.
You need to get in the race. Get ready to go.
And I'll start off with a fairly easy one. The difference between these is that they're all black and white, so there's no color. You kind of have to guess.
Oh. So
Hang on, I can't get out of here.
Color.
Wait, I can't get to my Twitter.
What do you mean you can't get to your Twitter?
I have this set as full screen, and it won't let me go out of it.
You can't.
Okay. Let's see. Maybe I will do a share screen also.
Here we go.
But the share screen makes it really small. That's why. Okay.
No, but like there's no thing that will get it to it at the same time.
Right. So are we doing Twitter? Are we doing?
Yeah. Twitter. Or should I do a share screen?
Do a share screen.
I'll try, but the problem is I don't want you to see the actual answer.
Oh.
Hold on, let me see if this works. All right, okay. Guess put it on the share on the screen. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong one that I picked.
It's a black screen. Oh.
It's a crack.
Very closely.
It's a crack. I don't know what it's from. It's black and white. Give me a hint.
I'm like looking at my books.
I don't know any books. You can't cheat.
I don't think I
Give
have
you a
this
hint.
one.
It's a series.
Does it match?
Oh.
Is that like the class
Cross.
glass?
Reach.
What is it?
Reach.
Reached.
It's reached.
Yes.
She's consulting her books.
No, you're the one that gave me the answer. You said matched.
No cheating. No
don't even
cheating.
know where
You
it
gotta look
is.
at your book, man.
Where is
That's
my match?
So
Wait,
that's
where
that's
is
the
my
cover
match?
right there.
Okay.
Okay. Next one.
No, I seriously can't find my matched book.
It's okay.
Don't worry about it.
It's signs.
Don't
What do you
worry
mean
about
don't
it.
worry
I
about
believe you, Ellie. It's okay.
Oh, here it is. I got it. I found
Oh my
it.
gosh, we're in a time crunch here.
I'm sorry. Had a panic.
All right.
Panic attack. Okay.
Next one. That's your next one.
Dobby's barking at me.
Right there. Give me a hint.
It's a 4-book series.
4 books?
Yeah.
Is it the Shatter Me series? Because I don't know that series.
No, those are only 3. It looks like a feather from a bird. But series.
And it's the third. It's the. I'm sorry. It's the second book from the.
It says at the top.
What?
Is it New Moon?
Yes.
It says at the top.
Does it?
It's
Oh,
titled
crap.
New Moon book cover.
Oh my gosh.
The other one is probably titled that way too, if I didn't even notice.
Probably.
Okay.
We have to put our hand over the top of the screen.
Stop looking at the top of the screen. Don't look at the top of the screen. Don't look at it. I'm just kidding. Okay, then I might have to do this on Twitter. Let's try Twitter.
All right, let's read it.
I
Because obviously
cheated, but
that
I'm
didn't work.
winning.
All right, tell us when you tweeted it, Nat.
Okay, ready?
Wait, no.
I'm about to tweet it.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Tweet it. Who's faster?
Guess the book cover. It's not showing up. Show up. Ooh!
And now Twitter's like, I don't want to work right now. Thank you.
It's not there?
This
It's from Mockingjay.
black and white version of Red Rising?
Yup.
It's Red Rising?
Oh!
Yep.
Yes!
You know what
It is Red Rising.
It was
I will
I'm
show.
red.
I will show. I will-
I like this game.
Of course you like the game. You're like, that's at the top. So that's
Here's the
actual
issue
thing.
with only buying ebooks, ladies and gentlemen.
They're all
Oh,
broken
that's
down.
it. I have this one.
So just so you
These
know,
are
they
all
are
books
all
I own.
okay.
Dobby, I
let's
know you're
see.
loud. Sorry.
Number 4.
Oh, hang on. Okay.
Let's see. Okay. I am going to get.
Sorry, there's a
Oh
lot
no,
of
not
barking
that one.
going on.
That's too hard for you.
Did you say that's too
All
hard?
right, here we go.
Is it tweeted?
Tweeted. It's been tweeted.
Nothing's coming up. Here we go.
I see a sheet with a stain on it.
Oh!
That's
Oh!
interesting.
Is this? Hang on.
It's a dress, isn't it?
Is it from the Ugly series? You're not answering. Uglies. Pretties.
No. No, it's not from the Uglies.
Okay.
Hint.
Stop cheating, Ellie.
I'm sorry. It looks.
You're cheating. That means you're not winning.
Doesn't it
You're
look
not
like
a winner
this?
if you're cheating.
I have not.
No,
For
it's
the
not
record,
it.
For the record, none of the ones I've gotten right have I gotten right because I saw it.
It's okay. It's okay, love. Because I still only see a sheet with a stain on it.
Stain. Remember, it might not be white because these pictures are black and white.
I know. I think it's probably a dress of some sort or something. Matt, do you have
It's a
anything?
weird section.
Yeah, it's actually okay. I'll say this: it's from a dress. There is it is fabric.
It is fabric.
What is a dress?
I'll give you that.
Fabric.
It's not one of the selection dresses. I don't think.
Unless it's the one, which it's not.
No, it's definitely not the one.
How old or new is this series? And or book?
It's fairly new. I think it ended. It's a complete series.
Oh my god.
But it ended.
It ended.
I know, because I was like, oh wait, I shouldn't tell you that much because then you'll really know. Or maybe I should because you're at a stumping age. Okay, so I'll say this. It ended last year.
A lot of series ended last year.
I really genuinely have
dress on
no
the cover?
freaking.
Have we
Okay,
both
fine.
read
They're
this?
making a go out of it.
They're making a what? Oh! Wait! Is this City of Heavenly Fire? No! Clockwork Princess.
No, you got it right the first time.
City of Heavenly Fire? Really?
Oh, that's
Oh, I don't own that book. What's the cover of City of
Aw.
Heavenly Fire?
It's Clarion Sebastian.
Oh,
Right there.
duh! Okay, that was a weird
So that
section of the picture.
it was in this dressy back area of hers. See where it has that little
Yeah,
thingamajiggy?
It was meant to jump us.
that was really weird.
Of course. Okay. Final image, and then we'll go to quotes. Okay.
For the record,
All
I
right.
got all of them.
Let's see here. I'm gonna...
Yeah. Yes, we know. Well, I beat you last week, so what?
Yeah, because the last one was something I hadn't read. No fair.
Well, most of them were things I hadn't read either. All right. Anyway, last one. Let us know when you're all set, Nat.
Last one. I can find it.
Go, go, go.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Tweeted.
Oh, that is Daughter of Smoke and Bone. And or Rune and Rising.
No, it's not. It's Rune and Rising.
Well, I said Rune and Rising before you did. So
Or
boom. I got
Shadow
it.
and Bone. Or,
Oh,
what's
no,
the second
Shadow and
one?
Bone. Why did I say Daughter of Smoke and Bone? I got those two confused.
What's the second one? Shadow and Bone. Oh my god. Rune and Rising.
I absolutely know it, and this is so
It's
embarrassing.
the second book in that series.
Like, I don't love these books, and I love.
Oh
Oh my
god.
I'm cheating. I'm cheating.
Is it?
Storm.
You don't get that one.
See, it's Sweet and Storm.
It's right. See?
Okay.
It's Siege and Storm.
All right. I'm ready for the
Joey
next.
has forfeited.
I'm ready for the next game where I will hopefully regain my
I
dignity.
knew it was the second one in that
Okay,
series.
ready?
I just couldn't think of the name of it. Hey, there was no saying it would actually be on the back of this book. It just happened to be there.
Kate.
Yeah.
Whatever. Kate, pick a number from 1 to 26.
24.
24. And just so you know, all of these quotes, you two should know.
Okay.
Oh, wait, we're playing the other game?
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, so this is Who Said It?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Got Who Said It. I'm scared.
No, wait. Let's do this together. Put our faces right in front of his.
Katniss Everdeen.
What?
Wait, what was the quote? No, wait.
What
let's
was
do
the
this
quote?
together. What?
Yeah, it says, no, wait. Let's do this together. Put our faces in front of his. Put our faces right in front of his.
Her faces.
I thought it was Katniss.
Why would Katniss say that?
I don't. It's little cameras and stuff. Talking to PETA.
Our faces. Wait. Let's do this together. Put our faces right in front of his. Oh!
Finnick.
Finnick!
Kate got it.
You were still saying, oh.
No,
What?
Catching Fire.
I didn't know we had to say the book. I would have said that.
I know. No, I was just, that's not a requirement.
I know. I'm joking.
But yes, Kate got it. It was Finnick.
For the record, from my viewpoint, I know I'm probably a tiny bit delayed. We said it at the exact same time.
No.
Oh my
You were
goodness.
still going, oh.
Ellie.
Not from the way I heard it.
Ellie.
It's wrong. Boom.
Yes.
Pick a number from 1 to 26 except 24.
24. No. 16.
Okay. This is not a quote, really. It's a thought. It's a first-person point of view, so it is a quote.
So it's a main character.
I turn even more flustered when I remember that I have actually pistol whipped him in the face before. Romantic.
I'm going to guess that was June from Legend.
Yay!
It was?
Yep.
Yay.
Well, it's June from the Legend series.
It's not from the Legend book.
No,
That's okay.
but it is June.
As long as I get the character right, I'm happy.
It is from Prodigy, though.
Okay.
But yeah, you got the character. Hey,
13.
13. Your scent is like violets early in spring.
Run that by me one more time.
Oh, it's Perry. Sorry.
It's Perry.
Okay.
It's your scent is like violets early in spring. So that is Perry.
Under the never sky.
At least I'm like I told you guys, is ones that you should be familiar with. So that means Kate got 2, Ellie got 1.
From
2
my
more
point
we
of
go.
view, my first one.
Ellie,
Just
pick a number. Stop cheating.
5.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think you still have no idea the effect you can have.
Peter Miller. Hey, Peter Miller.
Kate got that.
That is one of my favorite quotes ever.
Me too, which is why I didn't even need her to finish it.
But I couldn't hear the first few words she said. They were like mumbled.
Well, I didn't hear it
The
all
only-
the time. Yes, before.
The only part I heard. Yes. The only part I heard was the effect you can have, which Kate had already figured it out by then. She heard the part before that, so she already figured it out before you said that part.
Oh my gosh, you are such a whiner, such a sore loser. Okay,
The word is competitive.
Ellie. Oh wait, Kate, your turn, right?
Yeah.
One more. Not that it matters. One more.
I'm going for lucky number 7.
Number 7. Teen is like a good book that is very, very hard to stop once you start.
Peeing
is like a good book. What was it?
Teen is like a good book in that it is very, very hard to stop once you start.
That sounds like a male character. Who pees for a really long time?
It doesn't even matter how long. If you try and stop your pee, it's really hard.
I'm gonna guess it's because I was talking about this weird part from Paper Towns earlier. That is quitting. Is that it?
Is it Ben?
It's what?
Is it Quentin?
It's
Ben.
Quentin.
It is Quentin? Damn it.
It's Quentin.
I'm so glad I brought up the green pea earlier.
Right.
So, that's it for today's Paper Towns Fandom Field Hangout.
Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching this later, you can still send us a tweet at FandomNet. You can use the hashtag FandomFeed. You can check us out on Facebook. If you search the fandom, we pop right up there. And we are super excited for next month when we will be discussing An Ember in the Ashes. And for July when we will be discussing The Air. So keep up. We'll post some events and we'll be sure to see you then. Everyone have a good night.
Yes, have a good night, Ellie.
Bye.
Poor
For
loser.
the record, I won by more than Kate did.
Oh my goodness gracious. And just so you know, Leslie did get City of Heavenly Fire. I don't know if she got it before you guys, but she did.
You probably got it before us.
Probably.
She tweeted it out. So, anyways, bye. Good night, guys.
Night.
Bye.